NCIS Season 19 was super important for the show. The showrunners had the huge task of proving that the show could go on despite the departure of Mark Harmon, and they also had to introduce a few new characters. One of those was Katrina Law's Jessica Knight, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about her recent statement about making the show without Mark, as well as the importance of Rule 15. First off, Rule 15. As you may know, the charming Leroy Gibbs has a set of rules that he follows and urges others to follow as well. The 15th one is always work as a team, and it appears that despite the character leaving, the team behind the long-running series has continued to follow his principles. Gary Cole, who plays Alden Parker, and Katrina became series regulars this season, and in the cast of characters bonus content from the DVD release, they expressed how they felt about joining this wonderful show. Katrina said that her favorite script so far is the one where they're all on a boat because that was the first time, post-Gibbs, that we saw the team come together to become what we are now. And yeah, we totally see why she feels this way. That scene was super wholesome. She said that this was the first time Alden accepted everyone and claimed them as his own. He even put himself at risk for his team, which is obviously huge. We completely agree. This proved that he was a natural leader and he was as much a part of this as anyone else. Next, a pivotal moment for the show. Katrina then expressed that she feels like that one scene was a huge moment for the show going forward, because it showed that this is still a team who cares about each other and eventually they are all going to love each other as a dysfunctional little family. And honestly, that's always been the charm of the show, hasn't it? You come for the crime solving and mystery, but you stay for the relationships between the characters. The heart of the show has and always will be the chemistry between the cast. And after Mark left, fans were afraid that the series just wouldn't have the same magic anymore. We're glad to say that they were all mistaken. The show has not skipped a beat, and the new actors have understood the assignment perfectly well. And it's paid off as well. It's still the most watched broadcast television series in the United States, and it doesn't look like that's going to change anytime soon. And what did Parker say? If you've been watching the show, you'll know that Parker was brought on to replace Gibbs, which are obviously extraordinarily huge shoes to fill. And Gary said that he qualifies as the new guy even though Katrina is almost as new as he is. He expressed that they have a good time and they found the perfect balance of being able to joke around, have fun, and then getting down to it when you need to get work done. He expressed that with shows that have this many seasons, you have to release some of the pent-up anxiety, and luckily they've achieved that. He added that it's just a really fun place to come to work. If you've ever read interviews with people working on TV, you'll know that this is very important. Often, network television shows will have toxic and tense work environments, which can actually prove to be counterproductive, because at the end of the day, if your cast is having fun, it shows. It's contagious. If they have fun, the audience has fun. And we're really glad that NCIS has continued to be a wonderful workplace for the cast and crew. That's one of the major reasons it has managed to go on for this long. Plus, kudos to the rest of the cast for making the newcomers feel this welcome. It doesn't matter how old you get. The first day of school is always tough. And the shows even enlisted some new writers. Hey, the newcomers aren't just actors. They also brought on some new writers, which is a very good decision, considering how long the show's been going on. They can bring a fresh perspective to the story and make it feel new after all this time. Again, there was serious concern about what Mark's departure would mean for the show, but showrunner Stephen D. Bender believes that the team was able to make this transition work seamlessly. And of course, we agree. While there were new characters and storylines, it still felt like the NCIS we know and love. And we wouldn't have it any other way. Next, this is partly because many of the old players are still here. Executive producer Scott Williams also gave his 2 cents on how the show has been making it work after such a huge change. He explained that it's really fun for their audience to feel that the old family is still very much in the room. According to him, this has given them the ability to tell new stories, while paying homage and respect to those who came before. And hey, that's perfect. We are definitely in a new era, and from whatever we've seen and heard so far, it really looks like this is going to be just as good as the previous 18 seasons. For most shows, going on this long can be kind of troublesome because they run out of creativity and ideas. But that's not the case here at all. It's very clear that this old car still has a lot to offer. We're not ready to say goodbye to these characters, and we're definitely not ready to say goodbye to this world. And now, Mark may be coming back. For those of you who have just not been feeling the show after your favorite character left, we have some very, very good news for you. It appears that he might be making a return very soon. Shortly before the season 19 finale aired, Sean Murray revealed that there's a very strong possibility of that happening. And after the finale, CBS Entertainment president Kelly Call revealed that the door is open if he ever wants to pop in for an episode or multiple episodes. Now, isn't that a relief? It really seems like we haven't seen the last of him. Also, don't forget that Mark is literally an executive producer of NCIS, and it's very apparent that he loves the show very, very much. Even if he's decided not to work for it full-time anymore, we doubt he'll say no to the occasional cameo. Recently, he said that his character has taken his natural path, and he's chosen to stay in Alaska because he's found a kind of peace here. And thank God for that. We all know he's been through a lot. Now, here's where things get interesting. Mark made it absolutely clear that he's not retired just yet. And besties, we all know what that means. It really looks like he's planning to come back soon. Plus, isn't the prospect of him and Alden interacting absolutely mouthwatering? Also, imagine how happy McGee will be to see his old friend. So yeah, we cannot wait. And next, what do we know about season 20? First, the new season is set to air on Monday, September 19th. In an exclusive interview with Parade.com, Bender teased what's to come and said that we'll be seeing the non-work life of the characters a little more. He expressed that one of the cores of the show is the case because it's literally about an investigative service. But anyone who watches knows that it's really about the people on the show. And as you can expect, fans are absolutely thrilled about that. He revealed that he's always told his writers that it doesn't matter how well executed the plans and the cases are. As long as the audience doesn't care about the people on the show and their history, they won't care about the show. So first, you've got to get that straight and then dance in the realm that people care about. Hey, if any of you folks is an aspiring TV writer, jot that down. This is advice from the dude who's a showrunner on one of the longest running series of all time. Trust us, he knows what he's talking about. Apart from this, we know that all the main characters from the last season will be coming back. Yes, McGee, Parker, Nick, Jessica, they're all going to be on your screens once again. And finally, there will also be one very important new player. In last season's finale, we saw Vivian Kolchak, Parker's ex-wife, for the first time, and if you instantly fell in love with her, don't worry, she's going to be a recurring character this time around. She's played by the terrific actress Terry Polo, who's perhaps best known for her roles in The Big Leap and The Fosters. Now, we know that Vivian's gone into hiding with Parker, who's currently been framed for murder. The huge 2-hour premiere will undoubtedly lead to this case becoming even more complicated, and you can probably expect the first few episodes to be about proving his innocence. And we have to say, that sounds incredibly exciting. We really cannot wait. That's all for this video. What are your predictions for NCIS Season 20? Do you think we'll see Special Agent Gibbs once again? Let us know in the comments below. As always, leave a like and hit the subscribe button below to see more of our content. We'll catch you in the next one.